Do you know something about trigonometry? Well, it is a branch of mathematics that deals with relationships between sides and angles of triangles.
It is from the Greek word trigonon and metrian.
So, we are now going to deal with its concepts. First, Pythagorean Theorem, and the second one is converting radian to degree, and vice versa.
So, let's get started!
Welcome to the Pythagorean Theorem. Its formula is the square of the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle equals the sum of the squares and length of the other two sides. It can also be written as c squared equals a squared plus b squared, which c represents the hypotenuse and a and b represents the side of right triangle. So, let's try. The sides of the right triangle are 4 cm and 3 cm. So, let's find its hypotenuse. So, let us identify A and B. So, A is 4 and B is 3. So, let us find C, which is our hypotenuse. We're going to use the formula. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Let's substitute 4 to A and 3 to B. Let's evaluate. 4 squared equals to 16 plus 3 squared equals to 9. Let's add. 16 plus 9 equals 25.
Since it is c squared, let us eliminate the square by putting or getting its square root. So, square root, so cancel, and get the square root of 25. So, c is equal to 5. Our hypotenuse now is 5. So, that's the answer.
Let's go deeper. Problem right triangle CAT has an hypotenuse, line CT, of 10. Line CA is 6. How long is line AT? Unlike from the problem above, we are not finding the hypotenuse of the right triangle, but its legs. To find it, let us derive the formula. So it will become A squared equals C squared minus B squared.
Let's identify. So let us use 6 as our B and our hypotenuse, which is 10, as our C. So let's substitute. A squared is equal to 10 squared minus 6 squared. Let's evaluate. A squared, 10 squared is 100 minus 6 squared, which is 36. Let's subtract. So a squared is equal to 100 minus 36, which is 64. Since it is a squared, let us eliminate square by getting its square root. So it's square root of a squared, so it will be cancelled out. And the same with the 64. Let us get its square root, which is equal to a is 8. So since a is 8, we are finding line AT. So our line AT is 8. So have you seen the difference between finding the hypotenuse and finding the legs? So in summary, when we are finding a hypotenuse, let us use the formula c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. On the other hand, when we are finding the legs, we could either use a squared is equal to c squared minus b squared, or b squared is equal to c squared minus a squared. So that's all for Pythagorean Theorem.
Welcome to the conversion of radian to degree and degree to radian. First, we're going to focus radian to degree. The formula is degree equals 180 degrees over pi times radian. Let's have the first example. Negative pi over 2 radian. Let's convert it to degrees by using the formula. 180 degrees over pi times negative pi over 2. Since pi is the common, we're going to cancel it. 180 degrees times negative 1 equals negative 180 degrees. And 1 times 2 equals 2. Negative 180 degrees minus 2 equals negative 90 degrees. So that's the answer. Next example. 5 pi over 6 radian. So we're going to convert it to degrees using the formula. 180 degrees over pi times 5 pi over 6. We're going to multiply it. Cancel pi. Since 180 and 6 have a GCF of 6, so 180 divided by 6 equals 30, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. So 30 times 5 equals 150, and 1 times 1 equals 1, or simply 150. And the answer is 150 degrees. So let's go now to degree to radian. The formula is radian equals pi over 180 degrees times degree. Let's have the first example. The given is 20 degrees. We're going to convert it to degree to radian by using the formula. Pi over 180 degrees times 20 degrees. Since 180 and 20 have the GCF of 20, so 180 divided by 20 is 9, and 20 divided by 20 is 1. And the answer is pi over 9 radian. Next example, given 100 degrees. Let's convert it using the formula. Pi over 180 degrees times 100 degrees. Since 180 and 100 have a GCF of 20, 180 divided by 20 is 9, and 100 divided by 20 is 5. And the answer is 5 pi over 9 radian. Is Pythagorean Theorem.
And converting radian to degree.
And conversion of degree to radian.
Thanks for watching!